As a parent, your first priority should be taking care of your children. And I'm not talking about only mothers, I'm talking about mothers and fathers. Because a father should always be in his child's life. Now, with that said, the video that I'm about to let you take a listen to is a mother explaining that her daughter was taken away from her by the court and given to the father. Even though she says that the child told her that the father used to touch her. Now, when you listen to the whole saga, it will have you wondering, well, who was telling the truth? And before you jump and say, well, the child said it, so you should believe, take a listen to everything that the mother had to say in this episode right here.
Miss a single parent, right? I have one daughter. She just turned 8 years old, just in April of this year. From me have that child, bring her in this world and know me the only one where I stand for her. I had to go through the court system with her when she was about 2 years old from then. And from there on, I've been going to court and getting maintenance from the father because the father was a person who used to abuse me physically, emotionally, in any which way I can think a person can be abused. So I couldn't stay with it. I did not think that was good enough for my child. So anyways, I come out of that relationship over, I think it's close to 7 years now, because my daughter is 8, as I said. And now we continue to go court because he was applying for custody to take the child away from me. And it came to a point where the custody agreement was to be that the child get the father get the child for every other week and half the holidays. No, it was still hard for me to agree to this, but I had to explain to my daughter and let her know that this is what the case is. So I continued sending her and respect the court order, and I still follow up with the court and go. But it's like anything with me that I try to express myself in court and say, it don't work out, It's like the stuff them that anything that the father say, them favor Fim side. They uphold what he says, but they don't listen to what I am saying. Now he has a judge, he has a lawyer. I'm sorry, people imperfect. He has a lawyer. I don't have a lawyer. I just stand for my own self. And I'm telling you, it hasn't been an easy road. After continuing to send my child every other week at the father, up till when she reached about 5 years old. And it was then in that year of 2017, I can recall that she said to me the month of February of that year, when I was combing her hair one day, she said to me that, "Mommy, I have something to tell you, and I want to tell you something." So I stopped combing her hair and wait for her to talk to me. My daughter started to tell me that her father messed with her. He fondled her, touch her up, and she may ask her exactly what she mean to explain herself, and she explained, as I said, she's 5 years old, so she explained the best way she can. Now I am a mother who teach my child right from wrong, and me teach her even about things when a person touch you in a wrong way that is uncomfortable, is not it's not something to be accepted. Now if you as a mother teach your child that a certain way, the child have to know when it is wrong and uncomfortable. I mean, Me take her to the doctor right after me finish coma here that same evening. Me take her to the hospital. First me go to the police station in Savlamar. Me talk to a superintendent lady about it. Then, she was making light of the situation because me go there in a me shorts. Her shorts me didn't have one at the time, right? Me shorts probably just about 2 inches over my knee. And me I tell her the situation and what my child say. And can you imagine the lady when I talk about the shots when me have on? Me go a police station for a serious case like this that year. And you tell me say, instead of the root of the matter that they talk about. Anyways, and she said to the child that if I lie, she tell it can't be serious on the mother. Can you imagine? I mean, in a case like that, you don't normally tell a child that if I lie, them I tell. Because, I mean, if a child says something as sensitive as that, something which should be against the law, that is against the law, how comes they not act on it right away? Then they might tell me, say, how me have to wait for patrol for come here, for escort me, carry me go to Savlamar Hospital with the child. Me wait a while, and as me said, them never take it serious when we go there. So we go there, and there was an officer that escorted me into the hospital named Miss Evans, and she was the one that has to take the report from the doctor. Now the doctor named Dr. Pringle at that same hospital was the one that did the procedure checkup on my child while I had her in my lap at the desk. And when I was there talking to the doctor about the situation, he told me to put the child up on the bed. So I did. And I should remove her underwear and pull it down. After me do that now, the doctor put on in gloves and they check the area, right? And check our area right in front face while the police Evans was there. And while the police is there, the doctor, I was looking at the doctor and asking what is the case, what happened. When I saw all of this, when I saw him doing the procedure, he didn't say anything to me. The doctor don't say anything to me. The only thing him do is say pull up back her clothes, and I could see that the expression on her face. I'm a mother, right? And I mean, people have common sense. You must know when something not right. Me could have see the expression on the doctor's face while him a look there, and he's not saying anything to me. It was very uncomfortable seeing my child in that situation, and then she a cry for pain because of how the doctor is doing the procedure. Is she supposed to feel pain while she get procedure check in that kind of manner? Though I don't understand what is going on. I just feel so powerless as a mother. And I'm telling you, I need this to reach every single place. I need this to reach on the television, the radio station. Somehow, me need help. Because the doctor said to me after that, me ask him what was the outcome after this. The doctor said him can't share that information with me. He's not at liberty to say that to me because it's a police matter. Really? After me is the mother will bring my child to the police station about this matter that my child said to me, and they have they have the audacity to tell me that, and I am the mother of this child with complaining with the same thing. So I don't know what is going on with the system because it is very corrupted. Me don't know what happened, but me need people now have heart again. What is this? They not release no farmer report to me or anything when me ask for it. If me can get a document with what was the result or something, they said no, it's a police matter. So me ask the police, Miss Evans, to if me can get like some form of information from her, then judging that she is the one who take the report from the doctor. What is the case? She said to me, so that something is there, but she can't really disclose to me what it is because it's a police matter. So I said, why is that? Because I'm a mom, and I mean I'm her mother, and I took her there myself with the situation that she tell me. So why can't you tell me about that? So anyways, me me go through Sisoka with all of this. Me bring my daughter Sisoka. Them joke it out. My daughter even make a report her own self. Them type it off on the computer and print it. Then type what me say. Me sign some paper. My daughter sign some as well with her signature on it. And there's I don't remember the exact name of the lady out there, but it's a big woman. And may I tell you, that lady make light of the situation the whole time, and they talk about and they said to the daughter, say, my daughter right in front of my presence, saying that I wonder if a lie you tell though. You know them something here can be serious. That's what she's saying to my child, in front of my presence. You know them something here can be serious. I hope on a lie you tell, Me feel say a lie you tell her you make up story, because they ask her to even show what the father did, and the child go up on the table and they show the lady say the father come lie down right on him, right on her,
She,
and put him penis there, and they play, and he take his finger and play, and my little daughter said that. And you are tell me what is going on here? I mean, how they make light of the situation. Then then the big woman tell me about how she not like family court, if a family court is a case a day. Can you imagine somebody we are working at Sisoka? I tell me said them not like court, them not like family court, and how in can't bother with round, she can't bother with round there. What is this? I can't understand this. I cannot understand this. After that, you know, we go to the family court with this matter, right? We go to it with this matter, at the family court, with what happened with my child. And anytime I go there, that judge, Black Hall, she don't want me talk. She don't want me talk about that. Certain things must not be said in the courtroom. Really. So what is the court for then? Me follow up with the court data and everything they stand for the man, and they don't listen to me as the woman with my child. There was even one time ongoing in court, because say court sometime stretch out for a long time, because over 2 years now me I go for this matter right now for my child, and nothing not done about it. They just have me carry me round and bring come in a merry-go-round, and nothing not being done about it. They not take me serious, then disrespect me in a courtroom when me try to tell the court what is my situation. I mean, I'm a mom who sticks out for my child. Me do everything for my child to make her comfortable without the father's help. The father only try to make my life a hell, living hell. He go all around in Jamaica as much as possible to tell people, say how I am a prostitute, or I am this, or I am that, just because I'm not with him anymore, and then he can't get the child as how he want the child, but it's still going through the court. Well, like I said, the judge was not doing anything about it, right? Because she just take what I say and make it as joke. What am I to do here? What would you do to all our mothers them if you don't have a heart in now, right? I don't know how no love on the pitney, I don't know how childbirth feel. And if you have somebody just take your child from you like that. I mean, like, me go court yesterday, right? And I went to court, and when I went to court, they told me that I should make sure I bring my child. So me bring my child there, and when I brought her there, they say that they're going to talk to my child for a little while, and I must step out of the courtroom with the father. So I did. And I realized that they held back the father in there for a minute while the child was in there. Then he stepped out after me, because me stepped out before. So I thought they were really going to just talk to my child, and then she would be coming back home with me. Instead, they take away my child, and all the persons in the courtroom were there, along with some other police that them called to come there. And I don't know what that's for, but I'm feeling like I'm not being dealt with like a mother in this situation, or my child is I don't have any rights in it. It seems and my daughter doesn't have any rights, so I don't know what to do here. So I do not know what can be done from here, but I just decided to come on live, you know, after sharing my story with a friend. And this morning we were talking, and she was encouraging me to do the same because this needs to reach the public. How can something go like this? They just take my child like that and then afterwards tell me that me just all have 1 day access to my child. 1 day out of every month. And him take my daughter from me. No, people, come on. What is this? Where world I come to really? What is this? I mean, how would you feel if it's you? I mean, this judge cannot be human. She cannot be human. How can you just take a mother's child out of her hand like that and give to the father when molest the child already? Can you imagine? And then they don't want to release anything from the doctor's records to me because it's a cook-up thing going on. Because let me tell you, I miss this part to say, but I'm gonna say it. Because people imperfect, so sometimes you're talking and stuff happens, right? But when I went to court yesterday, I went purposefully without my child. But I wanted to see what they had said. Now the judge said to me that, Miss Ratri, I had told you that you're supposed to bring your child, with you so I can talk to her. Well, she did not tell me that she wanted to talk to my child, but she told me that I should bring her, right? But anyways, I said to her that okay, well, I didn't bring her because my child did not want to come. She refused to come, which was true. But still, as a mom, me could have still talk to her and get her to come just the same. But I did not because, me just said, make sure remain and me see what the judge say. So the judge said, go back home and get the child. Me get her dressed, me carry her to the court. And when I bring her there, the judge say, all right, wait outside. And this was the thing, this was took place from there. She said, I must wait outside with the father. We both wait outside and this is what them do. Then just take my child. I said, where's my child? She said that, listen to me. We take her. Child has not seen father since 2 years now. 2 years now, father has not seen child. So I said, even in this situation where that I am showing the court that my child has been molested by this man because of what the child is saying. And I have brought her to the CDA, the Sisoka, the police station, the family court. Me even try to go big court in a Savlamar to get her on it. And you are telling me that they're making light. Everywhere me bring my child with this situation, they're making light and fun of it. What is happening in the system of Jamaica? It's like there's no law. There's no law upholding. What about the rights of my child and the rights of me as a mother to my child? What right can give them to say, okay, because she's a judge, she has all right to take my child from me and give to father, and I only have 1 day every month access to my child, and I am the mother that brought her in this world. I am the one, and a man push out pitney, is woman. 9 months me carry my pitney in my belly through thick and thin, no matter what storm come. And even after that, me know me struggles them. I have my story too. What about me? Why my voice cannot be heard? I'm a person to blood run through my vein. Nobody now have a heart again. Look man what the world I face right now. Nobody saw the pandemic coming. Nobody saw this coming. Look how a lot of people are wiped out of the earth. What happened? I mean, like, I'm a person who believe in a God, I might not be a Christian. I'm still an imperfect person. I can make my choice when I'm ready to serve God. I always pray to God. Me always pray to him about the situations then when me I go through. Sometimes I honestly, in the last year with how court and everything was going on, I honestly was feeling like God forget about me. Or he's not listening to me. Or what are the prayers? I am wondering if my prayers are not reaching him. Sometimes I feel like that. Nobody don't have the heart in them again. That judge cannot have heart in him. That man, the father, could not have a heart in him. To him own daughter. Can you imagine that? And then he can sit there in the courtroom looking like a king because that's how they treat him there. And treat me, the mother, with disrespect towards it all. How can something like this be? May I tell you, this thing is not easy because this something is not right. What kind of cook up I go on with this thing? Me need all I wanna fi just hear me out. Something need to be done. Me need back my child with me there. Then take my child from me and carry him gone. So the father can't fi take him because he not see him for 2 years, knowing what he did, and then I want to release the records them to me. How can something like this go? How can something like this be? What is going on? Me sure say any mother in my position, some people don't know what they would have do if they in my position because everybody act different towards things. Me try my best so much not to get myself in trouble or do certain things. But this thing is not easy. This thing is not easy. Is there nobody out there who care? What gonna happen after this? Me couldn't even sleep last night. Me couldn't even sleep last night. Me couldn't even sleep last night. Good, my child on the side of me. Me need me in the back beside me. We can't do it without her. God. What is this? I mean, me try so hard. You know, I mean, I'm getting a lot of fight. I'm not the only person in the world getting fight. Everybody get a form of fight. But sometimes I wonder what happened by my side. Me stand so hard for my child. Me try so hard. Me do everything for her. Me struggle. It's struggle real. Me try so hard till me start send her even a private school because as me tell you now, the father not help. The father never help. I even after knowing what he did, me I tell her the truth. Even if he did for half help, me no want it. Me no want it. Knowing what you do to your child, and then for my child look for me and tell me, mommy, that daddy do to me. How me fi disbelieve my child? For no court, no sisoka, none of them place there. None of them birth her. None of them bring her in her world. None of them bring her in her world. What happened? I am not a person to a blood run through in a way me have to say it because I truth. Nobody don't know what they would have done in my situation. So I can just sit down here. Me sit down here and me think to myself, God, I give up on me. How me know if my child safe around that man now? What is going on? What is going on? No, I don't know where this can actually reach, so me can get some persons, the persons that can help me with this, cause me don't know what can do about this from here. So, cause if me reach to all these places and nothing is being done, I need this. I need some intervention. Me need somebody to help me. Somebody in the system. I mean, I don't know. Is judge have right for just do something like this and then nothing about it? Am I to just give up right now and just not do nothing about it? I mean, what kind of mother would I be? Me can't even sleep good in my bed. Me pitney taken from me yesterday. It feel like when somebody kidnap your pitney. And that it feel like, that's what it feel like. How can something like this be? Me need my child not there this morning here, me get up. Me know when she get up out of bed, her regular routine would have said, baby, you know your regular routine, she knows after she brush her teeth, she wash her face and stuff and comb and me comb her hair, she spread up the bed and then I would be there making breakfast for her. And me and her get up and do we daily routines together. Because, persons who know me in Savlamar, here Westmoreland, everywhere I go, most places, I bring my child with me. I don't dodge my child. I'm a proud mother for my child. I bring her everywhere, almost everywhere with me. It's only if she have to stay back at home depending on where I'm going. I don't bring her there. Or if I know I'm just gonna make a short run and come back. We just let her stay home in her books, and she have her computer, she have everything to her usage. She have her grandparents. She's not alone. She's always happy when she's here. She always was scared to go her father. My child called me on her father's phone yesterday to say, to me that she reached down at her father, but you could hear the fear in her voice. You could hear she a cry in her voice. It's like the man basically did there threatening the child to say what him want her to say and want her to sound like she alright. But I could still hear and know what my child is feeling by the sound of her voice. Me can hear the crying in her voice. What go on, people? What is going on? What no would I do if I'm in my shoes? Right now, me need somebody to reach out to me because me don't know what else we do. Me don't know what else we do. Me just decide say, you know what? I could have come on this thing a long time ago live and talking about this situation that I'm undergoing. Sometimes people see and they don't know the heavy load that you're carrying and the burden that you're carrying. I could have done that. And instead I said that you know what, me now go make my business public or with my child. But me need back my child. I need back Elizabeth Archibald to be at home here with me. To be around me so I can know that she's safe from the likes of that man. This thing is not right. How can the system say them tell her that them have law upholding to things like this of child molestation and this is wrong by law? But how are they doing this? This thing is not right. This cannot continue like this. How if you just take away your child and it just go on like that and then nothing done about it? I stopped an officer that I know of in Sav yesterday and telling him the situation that I'm undergoing with tears in my eye because I broke down on the road. I was crying there for hours and hours. People asking me what is wrong because I couldn't do nothing else because feeling of emotional feelings towards my child. All I had to do was cry. What would another mother do in my situation now? This is not easy. How can the laws that's supposed to be upheld is being done like this? How comes there's no justice in this? How comes? I mean, I'm a trying person. There's a lot of persons who are trying, but I'm just saying, like I was not working when I was pregnant, and I had a lot of fight with my child's father when I was living with him. And when I wanted to go out and work, he used to abuse me a lot and say, "A man, me want catch." He say, "I no fight me." He say, "I no work, me want work." He fight me a lot, abuse me a lot. He say, "I no work, me want work. A man, me want go catch." And I true me no want stay with him. He was very obsessive too. I can tell you that because I used to pack my bags and come back home where my parents are because me never built my house yet at the time. Because when I had my daughter, I was 21 years old. I am 29 right now. I have fought it through it all. Me know sometimes people bash people, when they say them a prostitute and stuff. But me on live right now, and me know this, if you don't have heart sometimes you go through things just to reach to a certain point. Now, me go through a lot of struggles to get to where I am, right? And I still haven't seen things as the way I want, but sometimes our story takes a longer journey than others, right? But I still continue through my rough road. I mean, I was not working and I decided to, me look job everywhere, as a matter of fact. Me send application out, me send a lot of resume out, me do it even online, me send it by paper in hand, me return to places, no work. I don't know what was the hold on my life, but sometimes I honestly feel this thing coming from that same man because, I have to say it because it's the reality, because there's some things that you cannot be opening up in the courtroom so much because every time you talk about those things, they want to shut you up and tell you not to say it. But me still stand for what me believe in. And me still speak out on what I believe in and what I know of is the truth. Right? because this man is from St. Mary. The father of my child is from St. Mary. And he's a man who always believe in things. He's always telling me that he's going to go to one of the highest science man in can find if he mess up my life. Oftentimes I wonder if that's what he has been doing, why some things don't work out in my life. But I still prayed. I still believed in God. Me still pray. Me still continue my journey. Me still try to help myself. There was a point in time where I had to be in Negril on the streets, selling my body to Negril, to the tourists in Negril, until I met the person that I am with now. And I am proud to say it because he's a very nice person to me, a very nice man. And I am on live, and if I can speak out like this on it, because I don't want to risk losing my child, which no, they take my child from me without telling me the solid reason of why they take my child. Because I asked them, and they tell me about how because father haven't seen child after 2 years. I will say, so you're taking my child from me the mother that bring this child for 9 months in my belly, and feel every pain for her, pushing her out, bring her in this world and have her till she reach 8 years old now. I wanna tell me son, I take my child, give to a man where supposedly supposed to be a father, because the word father mean life giver in the Bible, And this is not what a father should be. Or what it, I'm just so broken. I don't know how me find the strength to even talk right now, because me talk and me a buck. Me talk and me all make mistake sometime in the video. Yes, still I'm an imperfect person, but the truth lies in this of what my child has been affected. This thing is not something that just affect you once, It's for a lifetime. My daughter, lifetime. Her life is being affected by this. How can something like this be? And every dollar when me make out there, me help myself with it. Me save my money, me send my daughter to school same way. All the bashing, all the struggles when me I go through, me still send her to school. Me still help her with her school. Me have all of my daughter report cards and put down in one place. One place and put down in the house. And my daughter is a A student, A level, B level. Sometimes me get sleepless nights, me not sleep good when me go out on the street in the grill. Me used to hustle all ganja, little ganja. Me hustle all cigarette. And there's something that people don't know. Me alone walk and sometimes me not get no sleep and me come in and my daughter sorry for me sometimes. Seeing me like that. And me still stand up and fight as a mother. Me send myself a nursing school go learn practical nursing. Me already did have a certificate in nails, but nails was not working out for me before me even did go on the street in the grill and do what me do. But sometimes, we in a Jamaica, yeah, we need to look in the truth of things because we know how life set a yard. Yeah. We know so we don't have the easy way of it. Also, sometimes we get to a point where we want to get. And me do all of that. And in the making it, me have a mother that is sick where me have to support and me help support her at the same time through it all. And I'm a person that have heart for people. There's a lot of times I pass people on the street that ask me for $1 and I give it to them. I give it to them without regretting that. Me have heart in me, What is going on with this? What is going on with the whole system? What my child doesn't, my 8-year-old child don't have rights. Me as a mother, 29-year-old, me don't have no rights in our country. What happened to the law system? Me need this to reach the ends of the earth. How something like this will happen? No, it did reach to a point where me actually get a work as a practical nurse. Me work at infirmary and me internship. And me also work at the nursing home that they call Breath of Kindness. It was called Bethsaida when I was there. Couple years after that, I went back there to work for pay. At when they changed it to Breath of Kindness, and I worked there for only maybe I think it reached 2 months. It was little over a month because you know what, the manager was very rude and disrespectful there, and she doesn't speak kindly to any of our employees nor have any concern for them. I took sick on that job and fainted one time, almost collapsed over the patient while looking after the patient. Can you imagine that? And I had to carry myself home. I don't know what was happening to my body. And Me carry myself home because I had nobody to call on but myself and God. You know, I me take myself home. Me couldn't even contact the manager because she wasn't at the breath of kindness that time for me to tell what was happening. And did you know that I passed on the information to a nurse and she could see that I was sick. She could see what had happened. And she agreed with me that I should go home right away too. And you know what? I don't know if she passed on the information or what, but the manager called me the next day on my phone yelling in my ears and I had to get upset at her. I didn't return to work after that. Now, anybody in my position would do the same. I tell her ass off because after I pointed out my situation to her, telling her that I took sick and literally collapsed over the patient I was looking after. And is when me come back to myself because I was working on a night shift that night and me and only one other nurse was on it. And this place consists of a lot of patients to look after and me alone for represent the top floor for do all the procedure on them and then write down everything. Because all of we supposed to know that nursing work is not easy. It's not an easy thing. Sometimes we people often, there's people out there who bash nurses but don't know so them are human just like everybody. But blood running away. And I mean I came home. Me still basically have to rely upon the money what me attain. Me did have to go back on the road same way again. Can you imagine? Because me look work same way and I get it. I still have a child to feed and I have my bills to pay. That is the whole point. Right? Me go through all of this. I'm still here. Me save my money so much so that me decide say, okay, me have to continue invest in a certain things to have me stuff them. Me have my house, me have my furnitures, then me make sure so me keep on buy what my daughter need. I save my money for send her go to school. Me take her from government school, send her a private school. Sometimes me not have no whole heap of money left for cook a week's food just for she have. Me start invest in a music because I'm a talented person. I also can write music. I can write songs and I can write poetry. And me just say, you know what, it's always been my dream to be a singer, but me know so everybody have to start from a rock bottom, start from somewhere, come up. Not everybody have gold spoon in their mouth. You know? And me start to invest in a music and I help myself and I learn little by little how to go gravitate into the music world. No, me not have no interest in if I do evil because me not mix my hand in a evil practices. So I think like sell out soul and something there, that is not me. That is not me, Treson. I go by the artist name Trish Ray. And as a matter of fact, many of who knows me, probably they don't even know. I was raised in Jehovah's Witnesses Society with my mother. My mother is a witness. Me raised to be an honest person. Because those people are honest people, and a lot of people talk about Jehovah Witness are wicked people, which is not true. Which is not true. You know, I met into an accident in 2009, and people who don't know me don't know this. I have 3 friends that died in this accident, and I was the only survivor out of that accident in 2009. I was thrown out of the window of the car that was flicking in the air, that went into a wall straight over in the gully, me fling out of the car. I come out with a broken arm, a broken leg, and a split a crack in my skull right at this angle right here. Now I was in the hospital for a couple months. Them say they're not sure if me did not walk again. It's where I am today. Me have a story to tell too. But despite my stories, share with somebody, because the reason why I am adding all of this to it, because I know my story can inspire somebody. But at the same time, me need help with this thing, because this does not give any judge a right to do this, what they have done to me and my child. What about my child's right and my child? My right and my child's right? What about it all? What is going to be done from here? People, me really need enough to help me or share this life. Share it as much as possible. Me want this to reach everywhere. How can a judge just take away a mother's daughter from her? Give and not only just to take her away, but you give me child to the man when molest her, was supposed to be her father, and then they don't want to release the doctor's report to me. I pay cook up a go on in this thing, like them just set me up to take my child from me. That them do. Them set me up, and then what, I'm left powerless. What am I to do from here? I need help with this thing, man. I don't know what else to do, where to turn. I already know I should pray. I've always been praying to God. I teach my daughter to pray. We pray all the time. We read the Bible. What more can we do? We're human just like you. What more is there left to do? It no matter if me and a person are friend or not friend or enemy or whoever you are. But me need this to reach to the ends of the earth, because me no know how can something like this happen. Me no know if there's another person going through a situation like I'm going through right now and is facing it, because they would actually know how I am feeling from this. But this is not right. This is not right at all. I need help. You know, I can't do this alone. I don't know what's next step to take. You know what? Blessed day to all the people that is listening to what I'm sharing right now. But this is definitely what I'm going through now, and it is not easy. Please, me need help. Me need back my daughter with me. Me need back my daughter here with me right now. Me can't go on like this. This is not right. Father God, see I know.
Alright, so peeps, what phone take pan that now? But me hear what phone take pan that. More have to hear from Uno right there. So because there are a few points where me personally I forgot touch pan, you know. You know, there are a few points where me personally I forgot touch pan, but more I hear what Gary have to say. You know? Yeah, Gary, what go on? Alright, so Gary, what more are you do right now, Gary? Give me your views on this whole thing, my brother.
All right. Well, first I must say, me you look mommy a while ago, but well, fathers, we start watch, listen to and sister and everything. So you look daddy. All right. So anyway, all right. My point of view on this, this is very, very sad. Our justice system in Jamaica is very poor. I don't understand a woman carry a child for 9 months and she talk to her child. She teach her child right from wrong, which because we know the men's and all in Jamaica, a lot of the fathers have an intention of touching their daughters. So she makes sure she put that in our child to understand any male touch her certain places, whatever it is. And your child come and tell you that. And you take the child to the police station. And first you talk to a lady who is a police officer. And she take it for granted. And then they gotta tell her, take her to the doctor, and then doctor gotta tell her, say, oh, there's the matter have to deal with the police. No, this is crazy. This is the thing that I can't understand. Jamaica tried to adapt every principle of the United States, but the things that they're supposed to adapt, which is right and good for the people of Jamaica, to fight for people for the rights and do the right thing, that is the thing they fall back on. You see, now when we look on the picture of it right here, the police department is supposed to be blamed because that is a police matter supposed to be right there. And you can see that otherwise you say, we used to say, I think to be poor is a crime and curry favor. Because up to what the judge telling her, all this what the judge telling her, and them not giving her any time. If they're talking to the child, she should be in the room listening too. Right? The guy get a lawyer. In a situation like that now, come on now. You can see where everything is under hush because money is paying somewhere somehow. The root of evil. The lovers of money, the root of evil. So you see, the whole entire situation cooked up. And for her to really get justice from this, she have to go get the attorney herself. And when she get that attorney, if they could move that case from where it is in Savlamar to even Kingston. That's the only way she gonna get fair. Because to the whole situation, the whole of those places look like everybody have them hand in a one in their pocket. Everybody are hush for everybody. And you can't, she not gonna get no justice right there, sir. The next thing, I just debate on the police department. I just don't understand how they work this way. A child tell you what happened. The child explain everything. The child demonstrate the situation, right? And you want to, and then the lady where she carry her to the CD whatever office, got to say if you're sure. These are the things where a lot of ladies get molested from them a little child coming up. In the view in that situation, you know, the police department is the number one to be blamed in this situation. Because they are the one who's supposed to take up because she do everything right, you know. As the child tell her, she follow the rules and regulation. She go to the police station. She make a complaint. She say what she have to say. They supposed to go ahead. Yes, them go and check care child to the doctor. Then they supposed to go and find the man. That is the deal. That is how the system supposed to set up. He got time to go and get lawyer to do, and then the peer, as I was saying, the peer, some of us parents and auntie have some comments to make. Oh, you sure him do it? How can you want to you know, ask a child that if you're sure? The child not lie, because you know, if you know it as you know already unstoppable. If a child sit down in a courthouse and the child point upon the man and say, that man do that to me, you know, say him gone. Him gone. Because people not lie.
Now, Gary, listen this, right? My first point is this. Her biggest mistake was, one, she should not never go without a lawyer. A case like that, she needed a lawyer because, first of all, you know, as you hear where she said, the man have a lawyer. Now, if him have a representative and she not have a representative, a slaughter, she gonna get slaughter right then and there. That's the very first thing. Right?
That's true.
Now, the next thing that is not sitting too easy with me, because I have to be fair. The next thing is not sitting too well with me is the fact that yes, she is the mother, but I'm reading the comments and I'm seeing a lot of people saying, yo, money run, people get PR off, all of this, all of that. But think about it logically, Gary. If you go to the court with a child now, bear in mind, you know, that the child is the important factor in this whole situation, you know, and the mother and the father, you know. The child is the important factor in this whole situation. Now, if you go to court with a child and a situation like this, that is why the judge is going to sit down and the judge is going to pick sense from nonsense. The judge is going to think about the best interest of that child, Gary. The judge now go look and say, all right, some money I go run my way, so I must send the pitney that way. Yeah. Not saying that it can't go so to, you know. But listen. Now, the judge is going to, if the father presented evidence that the mother is unfit to be a mother or she is unstable in any way, those are grounds for the judge to say, listen, let's take the child from her and give it to the father. So we have to look at these situations. Because we hearing what she's saying, but we don't know what really are going on the father and neither, you know. We have to think about that too.
Yeah, that's true. But on the next one is that, remember now, this is a, well, she go based up on the molestation, which is, I understand what I say, and that is a big critical part of it.
Right, but Gary,
where the father,
we have to also look at this now, Gary. You have to be, not saying that in her case, but we have to look at this from all angles. If you're going to a case, going to court like this, where you want your child to stay with you and the father fight to get the child too, think about it. Any kind of stories can crop up, you know. Not saying that it didn't happen,
that's true.
I'm not saying that what she said didn't happen. I'm not saying that the little girl didn't tell her that, you know. But I'm saying, think about it
Yeah.
logically. Any kind of
Yeah,
story
because
can crop up from the mother and the mother can't say anything out of her mouth.
that's true.
You
That's true
understand?
because because she don't want him to take away the child. She can't say anything. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? I get where you're coming from. I get where you're
Exactly.
coming from.
And see,
But
it is the
all right.
judge's duty to look at the
Mm-hmm.
whole case and say, okay, this isn't making much sense. That isn't making much sense. You understand what I say? So we
Right.
can listen to what she said, and we can say, oh, she is the mother, she bear the witness, or them not to take it. But at the end of the day, when you listen to the
It's
things that she said, not everything sounded logical. She left out a whole
right.
lot of things. If you notice, she said the man beat her, the man diss her, the man do all kind of things to her, and the man molest
Them
him
call all
pitney
different.
and all
I'm
kind of things,
abuser.
right? But why would the judge now take the child away from you and give you only 1 day to see the child unless the judge saw where you were an unfit mother? You have to be fair. We
Yeah.
have to look at it the way
Yeah.
that it actually is.
That's true.
Remember, if you go to court, that is what the judge is there for, to weigh the situation and say, okay, this no sound so logical. You understand? And especially if the mother, let me stop saying mother. If any one of the parent seems less likely to be the better person to take care of the child, then the judge is going to rule that the more fit parent takes the child. You understand?
Yeah,
Thank you, Manisa.
that's
See,
100%.
Manisa
That's
says
true.
there's a
That's true.
possibility that the judge didn't see her as stable. You have to look at all
Right.
of these factors. You understand? No, don't get me
Because
wrong.
she not really give you
See, I don't
she
know
not
this
give you
lady.
a fair point.
Right, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know this lady, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that she is unstable, and I'm not saying that she is an unfit mother. But what I am looking at is the fact that the judge now go just get up and say, yo, I'm monitoring. Because I don't think that a judge who would sit there would take a Jamaica we are talking about. A Jamaica we are talking about. Me don't know what kind of money this your father you could have run upon a judge so much that the judge would have put the child in danger, knowing that the father was accused of molesting that child. Me not think so. I don't think so. You know?
Well, you make a straight point, which is true, because when you look into it for real, as I said a while ago, the unfit, yeah, she may be unfit for the child, and and as how she talk to, you see, sometimes, well, I'm not gonna say she literate, but sometimes the literacy of how we put things together, the sense not come from it, and that is one of some of the basic things where them see also in the court. But bear in mind, all right, as I said a while ago, as I said, the mother, because if you realize she even start think some different ways, and me go say to Carl and say to other ladies, them need to stop think about this nigga man thing. Yeah, cause she not think she have them little idea and she say if God forget her. Imagine she go through an accident and come back and all of them something. You see, the mind, the things that we collecting in the mind, with the things we're supposed to think right, we think the wrong things, and it affect our life so much. Because what you say a while ago makes sense. Because me not think, as I say, going to the courthouse, the judge going to make the right decision,
Yeah.
and the child, even when they might be question the child or whatever, because what she say, you see, sometimes we use these words, sometimes coach. She can coach a child to say anything to
No, but Gary, not only that. See, Tony Tough just pointed out something. No, it was right in there, Tony. Tony Tough just pointed out something which is very important too. She herself said, and people, don't get me wrong, I am not judging her past. That is not what I'm doing. But she herself said to make ends meet, she had to sell drugs. She have to go there and go sell some weed or whatever. And she have to sell her body and stuff like that. No, I do understand that she have to find a way to fend for herself and her pitney. That's fine. However, the court is going to look at that and say, wait, the man. These are the things that you're indulging in with a little girl in your space. No.
Yeah.
And if the father presents these things, if the father presents these things to the judge, Gary, that is what the judge is going to look at. If the father
it start adds up.
If the father, and little does she know, in this very same recording, she drowned herself because this same recording can be used as evidence against her if she go back to court. All the lawyer do are bring this very same recording and say, Your Honor, listen, she just confessed to everything that she did. Hold on, Gary, make we take a call. Viewers, when you can call in right now, Grace, I saw where you were calling just now, but I lost the call. You can call him back. But Gary, that is the point. She just drove with this very same recording that she put out. She drowned herself. She just incriminated herself even worse. So even
that, when she said she leave the child home, many times she said she leave the child. And this is in the last part she said with her grandparents, you know.
Yeah,
so basically when she at church, she fix it.
Right.
But the two, remember, she 2 against 1. So basically when she said that, oh, she leave the child home, it's like you abandon the child and go and do your thing what you do, you know. And wait down after you fix the problem by saying that you leave with grandparents. You understand? But your point is valid right here, what you said a while ago about what the things that she do and all of those things, because she said she do it for make ends meet, yes. But regardless, not trying to fit around those situations. And all the church look on it, you come to tell you, say, yeah, this man molest the child because why? You know why we take away the child from you?
See, there's another point to where, remember now she said that the judge, them asked her to step out of the room and them keep the child in the room and was talking to the child. Remember that part what she said, right?
Yeah.
Now, if them keep the child in the room, them probably did want her away from the child so them can ask the child themselves if anything actually happened. You understand? So, and she don't know what the child said in the room. Hold on, Gary. Good night, caller. You're alive.
Yeah, I'm just calling on the topic with the little girl.
Yes.
If it was my child telling me that her dad been touching her, I wouldn't go to the police station. I would have looked at the child myself. And moreover, maybe she's trying to use that to get the child to be home with her and not the father. She's just using that against the dad to keep the child home.
That's what you think is happening?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. That's the same thing I'm thinking as well. And that is what I'm saying to Gary. I think the judge saw through that and said, well, listen, I think this is what happened. Because no judge is going to do something like that if there is proof that that child was being molested. All right, thank you for calling in, caller. Totally appreciate it. All right, so we reached the end of the discussion. But if you want to listen to the rest of it, click the link that's in the description and it will take you on over to Unstoppable Live, where you can listen to everything that was said by the callers who called in to give their opinions and more. Now, I would like to also hear what is your take on this one after you listen to everything. Talk to me in the comment section. Let me hear your views. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so that once we drop another Unstoppable Recap, you will not miss it. Until the next Unstoppable Recap, stay strong, stay motivated, but most of all, remain unstoppable.
Unstoppable.